Hey everybody, how's it going? So this is a bit of a, obvious tragic day. So there are two multiple mass incidents that I'm going to be reporting on. And the thing about it is obviously, and as per usual, where is it? The left naturally jumps right to blaming the right wing, even though there has yet to be hardly any incidents at all involving a right wing person. There has not been a single politically motivated right-wing shooting that has taken place this year, period. Not a single one. And the left is so desperate to just constantly jump on board. They always do this. They jump on board first. As soon as the incident takes place, they accuse the wrong side of being, the perpetrators, because they try to get their clout as quickly as they can before they find out that it's actually their side, as it always is. And let me show you why it always is. Virginia AG candidate Jay Jones apologizes for leaked text fantasizing violence against GOP leader Todd Gilbert and family. Yeah, that's right. That's just your normal, everyday, left-wing politician, where they literally say, you were talking about hopping. Great spelling. These are your leaders. They can't even spell. Jennifer Gilbert's children would be ended. Then he said, yes, I've told you this before. Only when people feel pain, personally, they move on policy. There is absolutely no doubt whatsoever that these are real messages, seeing that he actually had to apologize for it. So I don't want to hear leftists go, well, we don't know if they're true. I want to see the proof. I don't know. I don't need to see any proof or any evidence whatsoever whenever the guy comes out and says, yeah, I shouldn't have let this happen. And here's the thing. So here it is. Leaked 2022 messages for Virginia Democrat Attorney General candidate Jay Jones reveals graphic fantasies about ending former Republican House Speaker Todd Gilbert and wishing, to end his children, whom he calls little fascists. Jones acknowledged the messages as inappropriate, expressed regret, and apologized directly to Gilbert amid bipartisan criticism and calls for his withdrawal from the race against incumbent Jason, whoever his last name is. I guarantee you he will not drop out of the race, though. He's not that sorry. Republicans, including Governor Glenn Youngkin and Senator J.D. Vance, condemned the text as disqualifying, while Democratic responses varied from disgust to continued support, of course. And they wonder why this stuff keeps happening. We're the ones that are supposed to turn it down, but there's no turning it down from here. We're as turned down as you could possibly be. Yet people like Destiny, which I'll get to them in a minute, too.
An update to a major headline this morning. South Carolina State University officials say one person is dead and two others are injured after two shootings on campus last night. They say a female guest died, a male guest was flown to the hospital, and another guest was hurt while running from the scene of the first shooting. Here's the alert on the university's...
Now, what is the first shooting? Genuinely curious. Was there a second, a third?
Website, it says all homecoming events scheduled for today have been canceled. Public Safety has asked the State Law Enforcement Division to investigate and says they do not know the condition.
It's really weird. I actually had a dream this morning that my wife and I were in a school. And they all went over like we were students and everything. We were like back to being kids. And then the school literally was like, hey, actually I should get to the point. We just jumped out the window. I literally looked out and I saw, it was kind of weird because I saw a trans dude throw a pistol down onto the ground and then walk around to the other side of school. Don't know why that happened. So I don't even know why my mind would make that up. But anyway, jumped out of a window and took off into another building. And then the teachers were yelling at us because all the teachers were in that building for some reason. And they all ended up yelling at us going, why weren't you back there with the students helping? And it's just like, oh, wow, this kind of feel. And I woke up after that. So I don't know why the person would have thrown a pistol on the ground and then walked off. It was all weird, but very, very, very realistic. Very strange. But it was weird because, like, getting shamed by the teachers, it just kind of feels that way. I think that's what my dream was kind of telling me, right? Is that it feels like a lot of teachers these days keep pushing and pushing and pushing for, like, gun-free zones and just keep pushing to get rid of guns in general. But they don't push for more security. They don't push for more safety for the students. Whenever a situation happens, who is it that normally gets hit? Is it teachers or is it students? It's kind of interesting, isn't it? Right? It's not really all that interesting. It's just kind of fact. Teachers don't get targeted very often, ever. Students do. And it's almost like they expect the students to just that's part of life. And it's just a shame. It doesn't have to be. Every single school in the United States should be required to have a gate around it completely with metal detectors and several security officers. Should be absolutely mandatory for each and every single school. Shockingly, it's not. Just seems like there's a reason for that. It seems like they just want this to continue. It's odd to me, just my opinion.
Of the man flown to the hospital. The university says the lockdown will remain as only students, employees, and investigators are currently allowed on campus. An update to a major...
Anyway, it's strange, right? So it's on lockdown, and the only thing we know is what happened. Shots were reported around 9 to 10 p.m. at Eugene Suites. Eugene? I didn't know that they ever... I've seen it spelled with an E, but not an H. Eugene? What a strange name. A residence hall on campus. The university issued an immediate lockdown alert, instructing students to shelter in place and return to dorms. All homecoming events are planned. Yeah, we know. Injuries and casualties. Official university statements and initial law enforcement reports confirm no injuries. However, verified social media rumors circulated claiming 2 female students were ended and others were injured. These have not been corroborated by authorities, and they appear to stem from misinformation on platforms like X and Facebook. Okay. So, I don't think anybody was harmed. Which is odd. Anyway. Hold on. This is strange. 10/4/2025. All of this was fake? I'm very confused. 9 to 10 p.m. Is this saying it was fake? That's not right, is it? Didn't this just...
Headline this morning, South Carolina State University
one dead, 2
officials
injured.
say 1 person is dead and 2...
What is Grok doing? Grok, you're hallucinating. Hold on. Grok is actually hallucinating. This is what sucks. I just want him to sum it up. Why did they say that it was, Let's see. However, unconfirmed social media rumors circulating 2 girls were and 1 was injured. These have not been verified by authorities. Okay, but I have actual, news guys covering this. So, I don't know. It's really, really weird. Really weird right now. We'll have to see for more information to come out. But not a lot of information is coming out on this, and that's what's weird, right? There's really not a lot. There's this video and there's this Fox News article. Campus lockdowns. And that's it. Read more here. So, maybe they've updated it. Let's see. So they're saying left 1 woman dead and a man wounded and triggered a campus wide. Yeah, so I'm going to trust that. I don't know why Grok is telling me that that's false information. That's really, really strange. Anyway, no identification or arrest has been announced yet. SLED is leading the probe. The details on the perpetrator are not yet public. Multiple news outlets, all these confirmed the lockdown and lack of injuries. I don't see where they've confirmed the lack of injuries on any of these articles, but okay. Social media buzz on X, formerly Twitter, amplified unverified death claims, but no credible evidence supports them. That's really strange. This situation is developing. Monitor local news. Okay, whatever. So we have literally, who is this? What news company is this? Top stories, WPDE.com, WPDE. Okay. It's probably very much just a local station. And I don't understand why. Let's see. Yeah, leaves 1 dead, 2 injured. This is ABC News. So, I don't know. I got left-wing sources and right-wing sources confirming this. But nobody else. And here's the thing, too, that I just kind of want to bring up. In another gun-free zone, as they only take place in, they don't take place in areas that have guns. Man in 60s arrested after rooftop shooting wounds multiple people in Sydney's Croydon Park. However you pronounce that, I don't know. This is in Australia, where they have all this stuff banned. How do they keep having mass shootings going on there? It's kind of weird, isn't it? It's just kind of strange. It's almost like if we did it the Republican way, this would stop. But if you want to just continue doing it the Democrat way, fine. Just keep getting this happening. And just keep having this happen. That's what it seems to me. Doesn't seem like it's going to stop anytime soon if you don't let your people have weapons and security. Just kind of wild how that works out, isn't it? An active shooter incident is currently ongoing in Sydney's inner west, with 1 person shot and multiple cars fired upon. Now, here's the thing about it, though. I don't think anybody was injured in this, right? It says ended by this. At least 4 to over a dozen people were hurt, though numbers vary by report, likely due to initial chaos and self-reporting. One man in his 50s suffered a wound to the chest and neck. He was transported to Canterbury Hospital in critical condition and later transferred to Royal Prince Alfred Hospital. Three others presented at Campsie Police Station. They Australian people. What is up with this? Why do you all do this? Everything has either an IE or a Y at the end of it, it seems. 2 hospitalized, 1 treated on site. So no fatalities have been reported. That's the most important part. The incident caused widespread fear, as it does, with witnesses describing hiding in businesses and hearing ongoing bangs. No official motive has been released either. With police focusing on suspect's background, the weapon, and any potential connections, reporters emphasized that victims appeared random and unrelated to the guy. Yeah. Ruling out personal dispute. Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. Hours have gone by. Why don't we know anything about these situations at all? Nothing. It's kind of weird. Gives just enough for dumb leftists like this to think that it's just MAGA people going around. The MAGA people who are busy all day working and don't even hardly have time for protests are blaming the people who have explicit amounts of time, infinite amount of money, and the ability to go around and cause terror with their movement as they do. And, as they go around and they wish death upon people like Destiny, who constantly call for the ending of Republican people and discourse and stuff like that, they do this stuff all the time. It's unbelievable. You go through here and he retweets stupid stuff like this, These are the only 2 men standing between America and full-on fascism. It's silly, right? Because they're the only 2 people that are the most active on pushing for fascism. Constantly. Just look at this. My favorite thing about being a white man in America is that we always have the option to simply disconnect and chill. Yeah, because nobody else can do that. If you're not white, you just can't, right? Because at the end of the day, nothing matters anyway, and we will always be A-okay. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Let's see what Lex Friedman said about race. Feeling down about the world and about myself. Normal human things. I'm sure it'll be better. If you're down too, sending you love. I'm hiding from the world for a bit, enjoying the Boston fall months, long runs, and along the Charles River. I think humans are beautiful and fascinating, and for the most part, awesome. The internet seems to want to tell you otherwise. I disagree, but I don't have the right words for it. I'll probably do a long solo episode on something, I love you all. Just being nice, being cheerful, just putting positivity out there in the world, and who has to come and crap on it? Destiny's just like, I hate that this guy said nice things. He's a white guy, so we'll bring race into it. And, we'll just make everything negative. I wonder who the bad guys are. Genuinely, I wonder who the bad guys are. The ones who are always peaceful, calling for peace, spreading love, or the people like Destiny, who literally constantly talk about genociding Republicans. I wonder who the good people are in these situations. I wonder who the people are that are going around shooting up places and causing chaos and just bringing negativity into the world in general. It's just such a really, really, really difficult thing to decipher. I don't know. I just couldn't possibly know who the good guys are in this situation. There's just no ways. It's a coin flip. We're done taking it, guys. We have Trump rounding up your precious Antifa members. We have Trump. I'm going to be going over a lot of this stuff probably later today about what's going on in Chicago. About all the people trying to fight the military. It's hilarious. I'll have to go over that with you guys. I just wonder, because we're going to get rid of all these leftists. We are. Every violent one, you're going to be getting rid of. Because it's illegal to be doing that. And I know you think it's a part of free speech. I know you're sitting there thinking, well, it's my free speech to wish death upon people. It's actually not. It's actually called incitement to violence. And you're going to go away for a long time. We're going to get rid of you people. We'll send you all to Guantanamo Bay. Enjoy it there. Get out of my country. You're not welcome here anymore. Destiny, you will find yourself locked up. I can promise you that. Before this 4 years is over, you'll be sharing a prison cell with Hassan Piker for the rest of your miserable, god-awful life. Not that you have a good life anyway. It doesn't even matter. You have ruined every single person's life in your personal life as well. Your son, both of your ex-wives. It's not really much of a loss. But don't worry. We'll give you some old school video games maybe. Maybe he'll be allowed to have like one of those transparent TVs with a transparent Nintendo 64 or something. Who cares? Anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think down in the description below. I'm getting tired of this. I'm getting really sick and tired of seeing these mass incidents go on. Colleges, they make billions of dollars. Get some damn security, you idiots. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.